24/7 Tech here, and you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this shirt more often, this sweatshirt more often. It says this is our time, and I think that's what our channel is about, so I'll try to wear this more because it sort of fits our channel. This is our time. We can do this, guys. Let's get to 300 subscribers by the end of April. But anyways, this is Huawei's P20 Pro versus the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Now, you're probably wondering, you didn't even make a P20 Pro first impressions, but you're already making a camera review, comparison, all that. Wait for it, and the first impressions will come. Review probably later. But anyways, let's just kick it off with the design of both of these devices. You know, before I go any further, I'm actually going to tell you what we're going to be talking about and divide these categories up into design, display, battery, features, performance, camera, and price. Because those are basically the main pillars, I think, which make a smartphone great. So anyways, as I said before, let's talk about the design. Both of these are pretty good products. In the back, I don't know which one I would pick. The nice Samsung Galaxy S9 clear look, as you can see the back. It looks awesome in the Galaxy S9. Huawei, as you can see right here again, is perfectly awesome too. The back, I can't really pick from, but from the front, I can definitely hands down say that I'm going to pick the Galaxy S9 because I've used this display. It's my daily driver Galaxy Note 8. It's basically the same thing. And the front of the phone, I just clearly picked this. There's minimal bezel, very minimal bezel, compared to this Huawei's offering. The bottom bezel is huge. I'm not a fan of the notch. The notch is just unnecessary for this type of phone. Apple, you're doing the good way. You're going the notch for a reason. But Huawei and the other phone manufacturers are just going the useless route. I mean, first of all, why would you include this thick of a bottom bezel and then put a notch on the top? Like, Apple is more sensible in doing this, but Samsung, hands down, is better in general. And the materials used are pretty common in this. They have metal, a glass back, a Gorilla Glass for the front. Everything's cool, except that the Huawei's has a dedicated fingerprint scanner on the front. But Samsung's is fine. It's on the back. It's in the right position. But the thing is, they don't use this as a home button for Huawei. You actually have to swipe up and do it, which makes no sense at all. If you're gonna waste a lot of bezel, you might as well just keep a home button in it. But anyways, this design categories goes hands down to the Galaxy S9. I cannot tell you how much I despise the notch. You probably heard of it, and even in my titles, I rage about it a lot. And I don't like the bottom bezel of this either. So yeah, anyways, let's go to the display. Both of these are actually very capable displays. They both are, I think, the S9 Plus is 6.2 inches. It comes in at a resolution of 2916 by 1440, so really a high display. It's AMOLED, and that's really cool. But the Huawei's comes in at 6.1 inches, so a little smaller, but still pretty good. It's OLED, and it's actually less pixel density. It's only 2240 by 1080, which is, you rather step up to 1440p considering the price you pay for this, which we'll talk about later. And but overall, I go hands down with Samsung. I mean, you've heard YouTubers say this before. Samsung is the best when it comes to displays, and no matter how good something is, I'd say the closest has been LG, but with their burn-in issues, I'd say even nothing is comparable to Samsung. So Samsung, you win this one once again. So you're probably wondering, where's the category where Huawei shines? Well, it's probably in the battery life, which is our category right now. It comes in with Android 8.1, a lighter skin than Samsung's, actually, I'd say. It's closer to stock Android, nowhere close, actually. I'd say the closest would be probably OnePlus. It's closer to stock Android, though. And has a whopping 4,000 milliamp hour battery, while the S9 Plus only has a 3,500 milliamp hour battery and only is running Android 8.0 with Samsung's Experience, which is a little more of a skin down there. And plus, that display is way more powerful and it takes more battery. So, hands down, this category is Huawei's. How about some of the features that these offer? Well, their main headlining feature is the camera, but some of the things with which Huawei does boast is a triple lens camera, an AI sort of developed Kirin 970 chip, which I really don't know why they would brag about that, because I'm not a fan of Huawei's Kirin processors. But yeah, that's basically it. What Samsung, on the other hand, is more into about is AR emoji. They sort of teased that a lot, and a dual aperture camera, and you know what? Even that back fingerprint scanner, I guess it's a feature now, but it's really cool in general. And low light camera is also something they brag about. Features, I think Samsung's more of a flagship phone, so it has the capability of including more features. But Huawei's number 3 in smartphone manufacturing. One is Apple, two is Samsung, and 3 is Huawei. So, but this is still, I give the slight edge to Samsung in this. So, features of Samsung, and the score right now is 3-1. So, where's it gonna shine? Not in this category, the performance. You might have heard this earlier in the video. I am not a fan of the Kirin 970 processor found in the Huawei P20 Pro, while I am a big fan of the Snapdragon 845 of Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. But one thing I am actually more pumped of is that Exynos processor in the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It's just way faster than the Snapdragon. You probably won't believe that, but it is. So I would go definitely with Samsung in this route, and there's nothing bad about this. It comes with 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's completely awesome. It's Samsung. So the score is 4-1. God, then what the heck is this going to win in? It's the camera. It's definitely the camera. But Samsung also has some tricks up its sleeve. One, for Samsung, I'm just going to talk about some of the ups. Dual aperture camera. Dual lens system, but that's not really a feature, so I'm not going to include it in the list. I already said dual aperture, better low light photography, AR emoji, and 960 FPS slow-mo. What does Huawei brag about? A triple lens system, a monochrome sensor, improved low light, and 109 score on DxOMark. That's actually what they brag about. 3 times optical zoom, and also 960 FPS slow-mo. And probably half that list is just what Samsung's is right here. So, but one thing I do appreciate about this is just the clarity you get on a 40 megapixel RGB sensor that this includes is nowhere matched of the 12 megapixel sensor. It's just not there. So the camera category, though you'd be awesome and fine with a Samsung camera, which is overly processed already, this is even more processed on that, but I think I enjoy it and it looks pretty cool. So I have to give this to Huawei's P20 Pro. And the price is where everything sort of goes downhill for Huawei. It hasn't already been going like that, though. Samsung's S9 Plus comes in at a reasonable price at $840. Of course, it's still expensive by no means, but if you think about the Note 8 was $950 and the iPhone 10 was $1,000, this isn't that bad for what it's offering. But the Huawei P20 Pro comes in at $1,100, which is just too expensive because it's just lacking so many things in general. Like, the only feature I would actually want to use in this is the camera. Everything else just doesn't seem really good in a Huawei's direction. So the price category goes hands down to Samsung. The score at the end is 5-2. Samsung wins this one. Go with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus at this point. It's available in more markets. The Huawei P20 Pro is actually not available in the US, so that's the downside. But anyways, Samsung, you win this battle. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. Let's get to 50 likes. Subscribe right up there for more awesome content, and I'll catch you in the next one.